breaking news coming in. The centre's put out point-by-point rebuttal of claims made by Mamata. Sources claim that Mamata's statement that she waited for Prime Minister is untrue. I'm quoting, Mamata Banerjee landed at Kalaikunda after the Prime Minister. It is clear that Prime Minister was kept waiting for Mamata Banerjee as he landed much before her. She left before the Prime Minister left, which is clearly contrary to accepted practices and protocol, unquote. Government sources claim Mamata's statement on her programs were already fixed is also false. Mamata had agreed to attend the meeting. However, she changed her mind after coming to know that the leader of the opposition was going to be a part of the meeting, which she also mentions in her letter. This was also confirmed by Honorable Governor of West Bengal, who has tweeted that Mamata told him that she would boycott the meeting if the leader of opposition of West Bengal attends the meeting. Paulomi is now joining us with the latest. Paulomi, if you could just simplify all the developments for us.
That's right. The government has in fact issued a point-by-point rebuttal of the very statements that the Chief Minister of West Bengal has made since this controversy broke out after the Prime Minister's cyclone visit to the state of West Bengal on the 28th of May. What the government is saying that it is wrong to say that, you know, the PM kept her waiting, because the PM in fact reached Kalaikund Airport, Air Force Base, in fact much before the Chief Minister, and she is supposed to arrive there as per protocol before the Prime Minister. In fact, she just met him and then left within a few minutes, and that is not protocol. You do not leave before the Prime Minister has left the premises, has completed his review meeting. As far as the Chief Secretary is concerned, Alapan Bandyopadhyay, what they say is that he was supposed to give a review meeting, give a presentation, I beg your pardon, at the review meeting itself. He, of course, broke protocol over there because he joined hands with the Chief Minister, and that is a completely unconstitutional, that an IS officer in fact was being party to politics which was being played allegedly by the West Bengal Chief Minister. So a point-by-point rebuttal which has been issued. We know that the government has already said that they will be in fact pursuing action, punitive action against Alapan Bandyopadhyay for, of course, defying orders as far as the Government of India is concerned. They say that when the Government of India in fact accorded the extension which was sought by the West Bengal government in Alapan Bandyopadhyay's tenure starting May 31st in the first instance, that just goes to show that the government was working without any sort of malice or malified intent.
Absolutely.
And was in fact cooperating with the West Bengal government.
All right, Paulomi, thanks for joining us with those details right there. Let's now listen into what Bengal Chief Minister had to say on Saturday when she launched an all-out attack on the centre.
Whatever I can do for Bengal people, I have a special interest for that. If Prime Minister tell me, you touch my feet, I will help Bengal, that also I am ready to do. But please don't humiliate me like this. Don't insult me like this. Don't defame about Bengal without knowing the case. One-sided manipulation, news manipulation you are giving from the PM house. And you are pressurizing the press to carry out that news. That is not correct at all. Why? In Gujarat last week you went there. Why you not called opposition leader there? It is your state. Even Odisha also opposition leader was not there. In my state, whenever you come, you create some confusion and always you create some confrontation. Why? Why you people are behaving with me like this? You cannot digest the defeat. That's why from day one, you started this type of actioning. Every time you are going for confrontation.
The fight between